yourself this time.
Heads up. Hold up. Whoa. Let's start over. Blow it out. Start it over, brother.
Yeah, I loosened up this too much, I think, but...
Here, let me tighten it for you. You tighten it for yourself. There's a Phillips driver in my Swiss Army knife. Here, brother, right here. Swiss Army knife, saving the day yet again. Open the other driver, the other side, and it has a Phillips on this right here. No, the other one. Yeah, you had the right one. That one. That should fit in there. There you go. Make sure they're nice and snug in there.
Yeah. That should be good, I think.
The things you learn.
Yep.
Every time. Everybody learns.
Might not work for a game.
Yeah. Okay, let's run that one again there, OJ.
Competition, but out here they just fall out.
Funny how things out here just kind of go wrong.
Yep.
Line up! Hostage! Make those hits. Slow down, slow down.
That was ugly.
What was going on with the gun? You had to jack a few rounds out of it.
It wasn't seating, and it wasn't seating all the way forward. The slider wasn't seating all the way forward. Definitely a dust issue. It's never done that before, but so all this dust out here is taking its toll.
Is that what you think it is, dust?
Yeah, definitely, because that's the only variable that I see here that I haven't seen a whole lot in other training environments.
Let's take a look at it while you're talking. So you've shot a lot of rounds through this kimber.
Yes, yeah, I have.
Tons and tons.
A lot of rounds. Different.
Never seen a problem.
Not these problems that it's had. I've seen that failure to seat all the way forward.
Failure to go into battery.
Go into battery. Never seen that. That's the only one I haven't seen. Yeah, it's that one there.
On the good side, we didn't see that nasty feedway malfunction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that was a good thing. But yeah, the one variable in this environment that I haven't trained a lot in is this really fine dust out here.
Right.
And I'm quite confident that that's what's causing that issue.
Cool. Well, that's interesting. I mean, we're famous for that out here in the desert for, like I said, we develop our own data points. We don't need to go to a forum. We don't need to read in a magazine. We find out right here.
Yep, and it happened after the reloads each time, a couple of times after reloads where it didn't go all the way forward, didn't go all the way into battery, so.
And you opted just to jack a new round in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. Tap rack bang is what you did.
Right.
Nice.
Yep.
You stuck with it. I thought you did overall pretty good. There's a couple misses you should have made.
Yeah, those were ugly. It was I chalked those up to fatigue. I could feel a very my wobble was a lot bigger in this one than the
Exactly.
than the first one, and so I chalk it up to to that you know, I missed. So
I think for a martial artist, you're doing pretty darn good, brother.
yeah.
That's his forte. All right, nice run. I'll tally it up in post-production. It's almost impossible to keep a tally out here right now.
Yeah.
Let me see time-wise. What'd you have? 109, 109 seconds for Officer Jared. Run number 3 or 2? 2?
2. Yeah.
All right. All right, let's go.
What was the time?
109.5. Are you girls ready to run yet?
Yeah. I'm running maximum firepower, I already told you.
All right, what are you going to run next? Your XD?
P238.
Okay, you got an unauthorized attachment to your knee pad there.
Oh, it's camouflage.
Oh, I thought so. It's called a ghillie pad.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you're up then.
I have exactly 30 rounds in 5 magazines.
Nice. You're going to run the whole course of fire?
Oh yeah.
Awesome, I love it. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I asked these guys to bring their concealed carry pistol of choice to run the trench with for practice, and also we'll get some good data points. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. It looks like PFI is going to run the SIG P238. I might run, if I have time, kel-tec PF9, Glock 26 for OJ. I forget what Sadley's running. We'll see.
Somebody go for a headshot there too? Nope.
The trench is pretty much wearing everybody out. It's about a 175-yard sprint while shooting.
Yeah.
And it's a butt kicker.
I think after the next one, I'm going to walk it back all the way in the trench and pace it off.
Yeah, do. Let me know what you come up
Because we really
with.
don't have anything delays to the last shooting stage.
And it goes back and forth too.
Yeah.
So it's not, yeah, like you're saying, not straight line. How did you do on paper, OJ?
They were let's see,
They were all lethal.
all in the kill zone.
Nice.
Yep.
Hey, I'm gonna add this though. If you get it in that inner circle every round, you get a -3 points deduction.
Oh, okay.
How you doing on your kidney stone, Sadly?
Good, good. Coca-Cola pee, but pain level about 4. Haven't had a pill for some hours, so I'm good. I can drive home legally. And
Nice.
shoot.
Sucking it up. Well, thanks for hanging in there, boss.
Okay.
All right.
If you drink Mountain Dew, you don't have that problem. It's all the same color.
You live off Mountain Dew. I know, because I've seen you drink it like water.
I put away a little dew every now and then.
Hey, wait a minute. Am I cameraman yet again on this run? Looks that way. I haven't sat one out yet.
What's called the Nutnfancy project.
Dying. This run kicks your butt, too.
Oh, it's bad.
All right, Holmes, I'll start up here. Talk to your gun here real quick. I think I told him up there, but I want to hear it
Okay.
from you.
SIG P238, 380,
Highly recommended in the Nutnfancy project.
high cap mags.
That's a good looking one. I love those grips.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Good. I really like the two-tone. It's almost my favorite.
Yeah.
They have lots of different finishes.
They
I
just
showed
came
it-
out with one new one that I like better. The Equinox, I think is what it's
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
And that one actually has two-tone slide too, which is really neat.
That's it. Expensive guns.
Yeah, very
That's about the
expensive.
only downside. In a 1911 battery of arms, like I said in my tabletop review, it requires training. It's probably not a novice's 380.
No, absolutely not.
In the capable hands of a competitive pistol shooter like PFI, dude,
We'll see how it does.
expect good things. I can tell you right now that hostage plate's gonna go dink
I
and it
know.
won't even swing.
We'll have to just be listening for it.
The 9mm hardly swings it.
Yeah, yep,
Unless I go plus P 124s, and then I would swing it nice.
yep.
All right, man, nice. And what's your pistol carry methodology? You're gonna go just in the belt, right? Oh, check it. That's a nice setup.
This should work. This one's kind of engineered, but
And your fat roll will help keep that in
it will
position.
too. It'll hold that right in there. Good.
All right, shooter ready. This is trench warfare. PFI dude running SIG P238, concealed carry gun practice and product testing. At the beep. You suck. That hostage just died.
I probably shot him.
Looking for 5. Releasing his mags as he goes. Very impressive. I think he shot 1 extra. That's all right. Oh. Go ahead, brother. This is gonna be tough. Nicely done. 2 hits on that offhand shooting SIG P238. Nice.
That's a long shot for this gun.
Especially with its core sights.
Yeah. Yep.
147
well,
SIG P238 PFI run.
What was this time?
147.
Nice and slow.
That's all right.
I think I still kept all my mags.
Yep, and fatigue.
Oh yeah. I'm feeling it, there's no doubt.
You lit up that the first guy, nice.
Yeah.
Hostage.
I sucked on the hostage. I couldn't tell where I was hitting. It looked like I was going under it, so I'd compensate and then I'd be over it.
Yeah.
I just haven't shot this. I think those are the first I think I probably put 20 or 30 rounds through it before today.
Exactly. And those little guns are hard to shoot.
They are. It shoots very well. I just need to learn to shoot it better.
Exactly. Well, kudos for running it.
Yeah.
It's good practice.
That
If
was
you're
fun.
carrying it, you need to practice with it.
Yeah. A regular dump pouch would have been nice too, but pocket works good.
I think someone earlier offered it to
I
you.
just
I'm not
didn't
sure
wanna
that
lose
person
these little
was.
bad boys. $45 magazines.
Exactly. And I don't want to encrust them in dust either.
Yeah. No.
Then you got a big old cleanup job to do at your house.
I know. We're already gonna have plenty of that.
Exactly. All right,
Awesome.
dude, nice run. There's 15 yards, paper. PFI, dude, trench warfare. That's nice shooting.
Pulling it to the left. I gotta just get the hang of that trigger.
That's nice. Oh, I like the trigger on that. Do you?
So do I. Love it, especially
very
after
nice.
I worked it.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Cool.
Sadly missing. Switching it up on us here.
So against my better judgment, we're going to try this again. This time with the Austrian Glock Perfection on this 17 here with a TLR1 light on it. And a
Nice.
Peters custom holster.
Oh, holster.
Yeah, that holds the light and also holds my pants up.
There we go.
Good.
And what brand of holster is it? Peters?
Peters custom.
Peters
holster.
Custom, okay.
All right.
I like that one.
And mag carrier, boss?
Mag carrier from Peters Custom and a Glock Dawson Precision bottom. This way
PFI's gonna love that.
I only
That is
have to
nice.
load once.
That is nice.
Yeah, because he just loaded after every shot. So
Well,
for
he
me-
showed up in one shoot with the XDM with the magazines about 3.5 feet long.
I didn't bring those because you guys keep making fun of me.
They're hilarious.
I'm used to being made fun of, so it doesn't really bother me.
All right.
Oh, I gotta tell you guys this. When we run trench warfare, this is kind of a rule of engagement. We don't want to go into competitive pistol shooting environment. In other words, where we get these real gapped out holsters and we're really gaming it. That's not a duty holster. Everything you see the guys running is duty holster. Either it's going to be a police officer rig, maybe a military rig, maybe a civilian sheepdog rig that you don't mind hauling around with in DL2 level all day long. So that's kind of a rule. So we're not going to see any competitive holsters here. You know, a couple things like he's running a flared magazine well on his XDM, whatever, but we do kind of have a line of that, okay?
You ready, boss?
I am ready.
Okay.
I still have no idea how to hit it at 80 meters. But other than that, I felt pretty good.
Oh, that is a run.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. I'm sorry to put all you. Sorry to put your viewers through that. It was a terrible thing. I hope you get a drink of water. We'll see you in a minute.
When we paced that off a minute ago, 214 paces back.
All right, let's do another trench warfare run, Ruger SR9. Here to go into battery. It's a bad run, dude. That wind, man, I don't think any of us are hitting it. And still failing to go into battery, the Ruger SR9. That's not good. With FMJs, no less.
Yeah.
This might have to get sent back to Ruger. Have a look at it. I mean, so I've put about, I don't know, 150 rounds through the gun at this point. Not happy to see that, man. Play's good. My offhand sucks. I'm still learning to do that. I'll get better. Oh well, I'm gonna run the XDM next.
All right.
I was hoping that run would be good, but it wasn't.
I think it was good all around, other than the malfunctions, but it was a good run all the way around.
Yeah, it's okay. I give it a B. Yeah. Might be ammo related, some guys will say, but with any quality full metal jacket round, you shouldn't have any issues. Even with jacket hollow points, you shouldn't have issues in 2010. Ruger SR9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's okay. It's nothing to write home about. I was going to say, change how I shot it. I'd take more time on it if it meant more points.
Yeah.
But if you just have to get it in the 8 ring, shoot them fast.
Yeah.
Relatively fast. And that dust flies right back in the camera, don't it?
Yeah, it does. I think you actually hit the hostage once.
Did I hit the hostage?
I heard a ding and saw no swing.
Oh no. Oh no.
The more the wind's blowing you around.
Yep, it's tough.
I think I'm gonna try the P238 again though.
Are you serious?
How did it? Did you know any malfunctions?
No.
Oh, it's 100%.
Cycle's better than his SR9.
It's one of the few guns that's running 100% today.
Hey, the Glock was 100% on my run.
Yep.
The Glock is amassing, as usual, an awesome reliability reputation.
I can run that, or I can run the FMP 45.
Whichever. I already got footage of you on the P238.
You want to do the FMP 45 then?
Your choice. I don't care.
Doesn't matter to me.
It's good to practice your carry gun too.
Yeah, I'm gonna run it again.
Do it. I'm gonna run the PF9. I'm gonna run the XDM9. A little bit disappointed in the SR9. A lot of 9s in there. We're hooking up OJ with my Glock 34. He's a Glock guy going back in the department a ways.
Yeah, it's been a few years, but yeah, it's like riding a bike.
Yep.
You got some all over your glasses. Kind of looks like dust or something.
Is there dust out there?
It's everywhere. It's over everything.
In your nose, your throat.
And the one thing we've been saying here at T-Dub is You know, dust is getting in the guns. But to me, that's no excuse at all for them to be choking. A service pistol should be 100% if you got dust
no matter
all
the
in it.
environment.
Huh?
Should be able to run no matter what environment.
Exactly.
Hey, I can see.
Do you look better or worse when you can see?
And you know what? I'm gonna stand a little
Watch your scores soar now. Don't tongue my bottle, man.
Did Mr. Fitness run out of water on us already?
He did. He didn't bring enough water.
Oh, man.
Whatevs.
Be careful, you two. Give us about half an hour. We're all going to be out of water.
I know.
We are going through a lot of water today.
I brought plenty of fluid. It's not all water though.
Did you? You got an extra Mountain Dew?
Floorboards.
Is it cold?
Floorboards in
You want to
the
hook me up?
passenger side.
Hook a brother up, man.
Let's see what I got in here.
I'm never going to make fun of your Mountain Dew habit ever again, PFI. Ever. If you have an ice cold Mountain Dew, I will. Especially if it's a diet. Is it a diet?
It won't be diet. I don't drink that crap. I do have 2 cold Mountain Dews though.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. I owe you huge. I'll never make fun of your MD habit ever again.
Do you need me to open that for you too?
Yes, please. Could you?
Yeah, I'll drink it, make sure it's okay, and then.
I'm seeing guys who wear pink hats in an entirely new light right now. Thank you, sir. Mountain Dew should pay us for this promo, huh?
They should, huh? We don't make money. We spend a lot though.
God, we spend a lot.
A lot of money.
I wonder how much ammunition we're going through today, money-wise.
I don't know. Not as much as on the sledge. Carbine's more money.
Amen.
But 45 isn't cheap either.
Amen. Officer Jared, gonna run the Glock 34. It's windy. I wish it would die down. It hasn't. Hey, what knife you rocking, dude?
This is my, it's custom
Talk
made.
real loud.
Custom made by a friend of mine out of Pennsylvania. Combative Edge. Real nice knife.
Yeah, it looks very Emerson-like.
Yep, it's got kind of got that feel to it.
I have checked this out. It is a nice blade.
Yep.
Maybe I'll review it sometime.
Sure.
It's light too. I like how light it is.
Yeah, good fighting knife.
Amen. We'll talk more about knife fighting with OJ later on. All right, dude, here we go.
Okay.
He just loaded 2 mags up. Technically in trench warfare, you should be running 2 mag changes
I
total.
did so many with my 1911 that I figured I'd kind of make up for it now, so.
Good point. Good point.
Tell me about it.
Because that's funny. We're gonna let him go with that.
Yep.
Shooter ready.
Ready.
Glock 34 in a Serpa holster. You scared?
I'm excited.
Yeah! Shoot a little bit low with that. Nice. Offhand stuff is tough. Nice. Good run. Few misses.
Yeah.
On par. But we're all tired at this point.
Yeah, this heat, this dust it's taking its toll.
You and I have done this run, what, like 7 times now?
Yeah. Feels
As
like
cameraman and as shooter?
Oh yeah, at least 7 times that way.
Let me come upwind. It's the cursing.
Yeah, I gotta watch
You
that.
keep saying stuff in Maori and I don't know what it means.
All right, dude. Thoughts on that run, Glock 34?
It's good. Yeah, it reminds me why I like the Glock. You know, it's my outside of the 1911. That's kind of side by side. These are my 2 favorite guns. It's what I'm used to. But good. You know, trigger pull's a little different than on the 1911. I could say it's been a little while since I've shot a 17. Well, 34.
Same thing.
Same thing. But I like it. I did like it. And you know, the you can definitely feel the difference in between this and a 45. But it's nice, crisp. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wearing a few mods. That's a 3.5 pound Ghost connector in there. Extended magazine release. Factory extended mag, and then I'm rocking some aftermarket sights on there that have a real nice sight picture. Heine. They're Heine night sights. You like the sight picture on that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Pretty sick, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice.
I think the gun shoots a little bit high. That's why at hostage I said go low on it.
Yeah, and it did. And I when I got to that the plate, the single plate, I think it was through the window or one of them. There, I wasn't aiming low. I was aiming right on, and so it was going over the top. So
yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right. You got to hold a little low on it.
Just a little bit low at that range.
Yeah.
25-yard target. It's not an issue. Good run. Let's see how you did on paper.
What was the time?
What was the time?
The time was 1:35. I just started it again.
Oh.
I may have bumped it.
Yeah.
I apologize. You were pretty fast, so I can't be right. It felt like a 90-second run.
No, I did one of those, and that was a thing of the past.
It's hard to get a 90-second time and time again. I'm sucking wind doing this. I'm sucking wind. I mean, falling.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I think running the camera is tougher than running and shooting because you got to
Yeah.
that shoulder up and
You
keep it
have to
steady.
care when you're running.
Yeah.
So you are running a red dot on it. As if. All right, Glock 34, OJ, Officer Jared. Dropped one. There's 4 rounds. They're in the 8 zone.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
one thing that it's very common with the Glock, and I see that I've fallen back into it, is gravitating left.
Because of trigger manipulation?
Because of the trigger manipulation. So it's just a matter, it's a training issue, but it's just, it'll takes a few times to kind of compensate on your trigger pull to,
Right.
But that's very common with Glock shooters.
Yeah, it does it takes a while. Pretty much every gun just has its own quirks,
They're
the
all
way
different.
it shoots best.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not shooting too good today.
Me either.
XDM9, fresh out of the box. I love it. I've always loved it. He's laughing. I feel good about that run.
That was good.
It's clean. I
No
love
jams?
the trigger. The stock trigger on the XDM. I love it. Pretty sick. 100% reliable out of the box. Unlike some of the guns we've been seeing today.
Yep. Both the XDMs have run good.
Yeah. Love the trigger, love the sights. It's a little bit top heavy. The bore axis is a little bit higher than Glock, than a lot of other guns. I said that in my review. It doesn't wipe out all the other great features. Grip angle, I can deal with the grip safety. I prefer not to have it. So we got a couple XDs running today.
Yeah, we did.
See how we did on paper.
Let's go check it out.
I hit one. XD takes the cake for today. That's the best group we've seen today in their trench.
Awesome.
Those are all 9 shots. Look at the group right there. As usual, I'm shooting a little bit to the left. I really like the stock trigger. For me, I like it. I may, I know you do stuff with it.
Yep.
I may do that later. But I got to run several hundred rounds through the stock because I may do nothing with it.
Awesome.
Thanks, brother. Time to practice with the concealed carry gun, kel-tec PF9. It's my daily carry. Running it in TW, trench warfare. Kind of a jacked up magazine carry system, Blackhawk BTS, ballistic nylon carrier. We're gonna have some better ones to follow. And I've got one in the offside, Galco Classic Light shoulder holster. My recommended carry choice for this, under the shirt.
So what you're saying is this should be a fast run with those magazine carriers.
Yeah. If I had this right, I would go under the shirt with this.
Yeah.
But I'm not spending the time. Trust me, we're always time crunched. Shooters ready?
Stand by.
Yeah, I'm good. One more. Well, I sucked here. I went for the headshots too.
Way left, huh?
Way left. I haven't drifted these sights yet.
You got any more rounds or are you out?
Out.
I was gonna say we ought to bring you back 15 yards, let you go slow fire and see if it's the sight's a miss.
Yeah,
Then you know if
maybe
you
I'll
need
bring
to-
some more.
If you know if you need to drift it.
I was on for steel though.
Yeah, you were.
Paper, I sucked. Oh well. I'll have to look where the sights are shooting for me. This is brand new out of the box, by the way. Brand new, not even broken in yet. No jams.
Nice.
Cool. All right. That's trench warfare introduction. PFI dude. Thanks as always for coming out. Sadly missing. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure.
Trench warfare is an introduction, subject to change. It's our best attempt right now in September 2009 to test those handguns. Maybe some other weapons will roll in here as we go, but right now we're focusing on the handgun.
Right.
Maybe find out a little bit about the ergonomics, kind of like today, the reliability.
That's been a big issue in this weather and this dust.
Both the 1911s that were completely reliable in other environments choked on trench warfare.
Yeah, they did. And there was just a layer of this really fine dust all over everything, and I think that's what was doing it.
Yeah, and as you shot in the trench, what would happen is those dust clouds drift right into you.
And then chasing, when we're filming and following, that dust coming off of the runner was just coating you with dust.
Everywhere.
And I cleaned my XDM off, just wiped it off, and just had a black layer of dust.
Everywhere. Like we've always said, like I say at my tabletops, a gun, a good service pistol should be able to take it.
I think it should.
You know, you should be able to come out here, throw it in the dust, kick it about 30 yards down there, pick it up and shoot away We didn't see that
OJ
today with
said,
several guns.
That 1911 he was running's never had any problems.
Right, mine never has. The STI was
STI's
great.
never had any problems.
Two or three times down here.
Yep,
Whereas the same run with a Glock, not a problem.
absolutely. The Glock was 100% today.
No.
The kel-tec PF9, 100%.
Right.
We had the XDs running just sweet today.
We did. Both of them ran
Both
awesome.
of them were awesome. Both XDMs, to be exact.
Right. A 40 and a 9.
Right. The Ruger SR9 had issues.
It did.
It had issues. After lubrication, it was still failing to go into battery
I think we
with
gave
me
it like
shooting
4
it.
rounds to make sure that it wasn't,
Yeah, break in.
So, but look at the lens is like coated in
I know,
dirt.
I can see it.
I'm not taking the time to clean it. But this is stuff that we want to find out. Remember, we're not teaching tactics. Yeah, we get some practice out here. We're practicing for ourselves to shoot under stress, heart rate elevated. And from what I saw, you guys did pretty good.
Not
Some
at
good
first.
shooting.
It took me a while to find my second wind. This was an extreme course for me. Even compared to the sledgehammer, this was a lot more exertion.
Running 200 something meters.
Yes,
and
215.
215 and shooting on the way is a whole new experience. But by the time I got to my second run, I felt like if I had engaged targets at those distances, I'd be okay. So it's a confidence builder when you get there. It feels pretty good.
Right. That last stage was very challenging with a wind.
It is. Well, and it would be challenging even with no wind.
Affirmative.
90 yards with a handgun.
With your bouncing all over with the breath and the heart rate up, it's
I
really
think if we
tough.
took our time and dialed it in on the range, and there'd be people who could say, well, I shoot 100 yards all the time and hit plates. You bet you do. And you're calm and you haven't run 200 yards. And
You're at
your gun's
5,000
sitting
foot
on a
elevation.
and your stuff. So when you take it easy and you go off a bench, it's not a big challenge. But
Yeah.
we didn't have anybody hit, 5 out of 5.
No, the best we had was 2, I
Yeah,
think.
2.
Yeah.
2 out of 5, and that's tough. And then the 45 ACP at that range. Sadly, what do you think?
I would be holding a lot higher next time.
It really rainbows on you, don't
It
it?
does.
The 40 held pretty straight, believe it or not. I was kind of surprised. That XDM has about an inch longer barrel on it too, but I was aiming about the head and I think I was hitting mid-body on it, so.
Are you talking about the one time you hit it?
You go look at the film. I think there was at least 2.
I think you did get it too. I think you
or
and I
3.
both smacked it too.
I
Did
wanna
you
see
get
the
3?
film.
Post-production, I'll find out.
We'll find out.
That'll be a record. And after a 215 meter yard
Oh, that's
run,
tough.
dude, tough. Shooting steel is great. Remember, this is kind of biased towards speed instead of accuracy, except this stage right here. You're shooting this little tiny plate, swinging it. How'd you guys like the hostage target?
That was fun to shoot.
Isn't that fun? And you had a really good point because you said you come off that plate there and you just like
Dumping
load
rounds.
5 rounds into the bad guy. And then what'd you say?
And then you get up here to see this and you go, oh my gosh, I got to hit that little thing, so you got to calm down, shift gears.
It's a whole different way of shooting. The offhand shooting, you dig it?
I did. I love it. I don't do enough of it, but it's good to mix it into a course like this so that you learn to do it.
Yeah. In ergonomics, did you see anything with the pistols you shot today offhand that were concerning to you?
No,
Not that we did it that much. It's only 5 rounds.
The P238, the SIG, just because the safety was on the other side, it doesn't have an ambidextrous safety.
Right.
The XDM was fine.
Right. And I think, again, if you're a one, beware of the guy who has one gun because he's probably really good with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Our goal is to test as many weapons to see what we're doing, but somebody who's got one gun and knows how to run it, probably it's not a big issue. But if you're going back and forth between systems you're not familiar with, you're going to get caught by safeties and offhanded...
And that's the way it goes out here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm shooting one platform to the next, and like we said with OJ, who was here earlier, he went from the 1911 to the Glock. That's a big transition.
It is a big transition.
Trigger-wise, it's a completely different manipulation.
It is.
And if you can go from a 1911 and then shoot a Glock in the same day like we did here, and you shoot it well, that's impressive.
It is.
It is.
Because it's a tough trigger to master. Once you get it, you get it. But it's a little bit tough.
No, guys should try battlefield pickup. Take you and 5 of your friends out and set all your guns down on the line of fire and run up and somebody calls what gun you're going to use. You'll learn pretty quick what it's like to shoot 2 guns or 5 guns in one day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. In trench warfare too, I talked about it. You saw a defensive loadout number 1. We're all kind of geared down right now. Basically a pistol and maybe 4 magazines.
Right.
That's one variation of a defensive loadout 1. That's just my terminology. I'm not saying it's the best way, the right way, but it's a great way to communicate to TMPers worldwide what we're talking about. Go LDL2. And honestly, if we were to go into a lawless situation of some sort, that's probably pretty much what I'm carrying. I'm not carrying a tactical carbine around unless there is a reason to do so.
Right.
And plus, I probably don't want to have a show of force in a public way. Like you said, you can carry all this and it's
Throw a
completely hidden, and yet you still have enough firepower to handle, you know, certain, you know, social situations.
Especially if I use the bigger mags.
You don't even have to use that in your gun, just club somebody with it. Non-lethal, baby. All right, that's trench warfare. I'm sure I'm forgetting some stuff. We got to wrap it up. We sure had fun with these guys. We had fun with OJ, Officer Jared, SWAT team operator. He came out and shot with us. You'll probably see him again. This is Nutnfancy from the still very windy desert. What a beautiful day though, huh guys?
Lovely. Awesome.
Lovely. Other than the wind, we've just had a gorgeous day. Thanks guys. Signing off. Come see us again real soon. Nutnfancy. So long.